Good evening and thank you for joining me on Black News Tonight. I'm Marc Lamont Hill. Tonight we begin with an update in the trial of Kim Potter, the former suburban Minneapolis police officer charged with first and second degree manslaughter for shooting and killing 20-year-old Dante Wright. A Minnesota jury finished day 2 of deliberations without coming to a verdict. Jurors asked presiding judge Regina Chu what should they do if they do not come to an agreement on verdicts, and Chu told them that they should continue deliberating. In order to convict Potter of first-degree murder, jurors must agree that she caused Wright's death while recklessly handling a firearm. For the second-degree manslaughter, they must agree she acted with culpable negligence. The University of Utah is investigating 2 racist incidents that a student posted about over the weekend on Instagram. The first happening back in October when a group of men walked into a dorm dressed like KKK members. The second incident occurring just a month ago when a black student reported what appeared to be excrement smeared on the door of their dorm in the same building. A university spokesperson says residential housing officials and campus police are reviewing the incidents. Union workers have struck a deal with the cereal company Kelloggs after 11 weeks of striking. The Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union announced today that members have voted to approve a 5-year collective bargaining agreement. The strike began October 5th and involved 1,400 workers from 4 Kellogg's plants located in Michigan, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. BCTGM Local 3G member Dijon Lucas joined the show less than 2 weeks ago to explain why the union rejected Kellogg's initial offer.
It was heartbreaking, especially for me. It was heartbreaking, and it was a smack in the face for all the hard hours that everybody works there, and for everything we know that we do for this company. For them to tell us that you guys are replaceable, we went from heroes to zeros real quick. All during the pandemic, we was essential workers. They needed us. They gave us special letters to come to work if we ever got stopped. We was there. We was their go-to. We put that in. We gave up a lot of time with our families to be there and make sure business was up and running for us to feed the nation and feed the world.
Tonight, we continue with our coverage of the lead water crisis that's taking place in the majority black city of Benton Harbor in Michigan. We've already reported that as of last week, there's been a decline in the lead levels plaguing the city's tap water, but not enough to authorize use for drinking or cooking or bathing. Benton Harbor residents are questioning the higher than usual water bills for water they can't even use, and they've been relying solely on bottled water for their daily household needs. Joining me now to discuss all of this is the mayor of Benton Harbor, Marcus Muhammad. Welcome back to the show, Mayor Muhammad. How was your team able to bring the lead levels down?
Well, first of all, Mr. Hill, the EPA has tested nearly 200 homes at this time, as well as Eagle in the city of Benton Harbor. We found that in the last round of sampling, there were samples that were not collected properly. It came out that one of the samples was taken from the bathtub, which was over 440 parts per billion. And some of the other samples that had been taken by the Benton Harbor Community Water Council was brought into question as well. So the city of Benton Harbor, Eagle, as well as EPA, we're doing a thorough testing and making sure that the samples are collected with integrity, as well as the character of the sampling. And what we have found in the test results from August to December is that levels have gone down tremendously. The highest number was 48, and 0 and everything in between, which brought the city to 15 parts per billion, which is right at the threshold. But again, it's very important that, the character and the integrity of the testing is in place so we can solve the problem. But in the meantime, we've also continued to replace lead service lines with the money that we received from the EPA and we have lined up for 2022 over 30 contractors to be awarded to replace all 4,000 lead lines.
So you talk about the character and integrity of the process. Last night when I spoke to Reverend Pinckney, who has been a very vocal critic of yours and your administration and the process of repairing the crisis here, he says that the lowered water levels are not the result of necessarily there being less water, but that you all are intentionally sampling locations that have lower lead levels. In other words, he's saying y'all going to the places where we already knew the lead levels were low. Those are the samples that are being collected. So of course it'll look like the parts per billion have dropped when in fact it's not representative of the whole. What do you say?
Well, the results that I saw, Mr. Hill, many of the homes were zero. And if you look at the results from January to June, you'll see that. So I think that the entire water crisis has been misrepresented. And I think that as we continue to test, we continue to find all the facts.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'm fully understanding your response. Again, Reverend Pinckney is saying that the sampling techniques are not that they're not a random sampling, but that you are specifically targeting places where the lead levels are lower. What do you say directly to respond to that allegation?
Well, I didn't come on to respond to Reverend Pinckney. Reverend Pinckney obviously is working with the Benton Harbor Water Council, which was never sanctioned by the city of Benton Harbor. Reverend Pinckney does not live in the city of Benton Harbor.
Your citizens want to know that, sir. But sir, your citizens want to know that. I mean, you can't just say that there's that the sampling has been fair and that what he's saying isn't true. Even if you don't want to respond to him directly, let me ask the question.
I cannot say that what Reverend Pinckney and his group has sampled is fair. I cannot say that. We went to some of the homes that were sampled with the 889 parts per billion, the 600 parts per billion, the 400 parts per billion, and was not given access to retest those homes. One of them we did, which was the 889 parts per billion, which I'm very interested to find out what those results are.
Gotcha. So then it is possible that the lead levels. My question was, so it is possible that the lead levels haven't gone down then?
No, lead levels have gone down. No question about it.
Okay. I'm asking because the argument is that lead levels haven't gone down, but you're simply sampling a very small and non-representative sampling. And then I'm asking if the sampling, if that's true, and you're saying we don't know. So if we don't know if the sampling is.
Are you taking what Reverend Pinckney is saying is true? Are you presuming that is true?
No, I'm saying I have absolutely no idea what's going on in Benton Harbor. That's why I'm asking you, because I don't want to take what he's saying on as truth. As soon as he made that claim, I said, well, I got to get the mayor on to.
So I'm saying to you, Mr. Hill, that the samples that have been taken by the EPA and Eagle in the city of Benton Harbor, those results have come back and the lead levels have gone down. The accusations and allegations by the Reverend, I cannot speak to. And nor do I want to, get into a posture where it's the mayor against the Reverend, because that's beneath the office. Reverend Pinckney and I have a long history. In fact, I facilitated the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to come to Benton Harbor to assist Reverend Pinckney when he was on a probation violation for voter fraud, for quoting the Bible. And he was put back in prison, and we worked with the minister to help to get him back out. So I have no axe to grind, no problem with Reverend Pinckney. We're on the opposite sides of this issue. But my focus as the mayor, Mr. Hill, is to make sure that the truth comes out, the facts come out, and that the problem is resolved. We have $30 million to address the issue.
Well, let me ask you another question before we run out of time. I got you. I understand you, Mayor. I just want to get another question before we run out of time. That water bills. People are saying if we can't use the water and we have to use bottled water, how are our water bills going up? How can our water bills be so high if we can't use the water? What do you say to that?
Well, as you know, we lost Benton Township as water customers. We lost St. Joseph Township as customers. So now the residents of Benton Harbor are basically fitting the bill. What we did do is just recently, through our ARPA funds, we zeroed out the past due amounts of residents who were current. We gave them a 3-month credit. We also worked with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, who also contributed over $150,000 for low-income residents to bring their bill to zero. And I'm working with the governor, and hopefully the state legislature will come on board as they did in Flint and allocate monies to give the entire city water credits as we continue to solve this problem. But, you know, I do appreciate, Mr. Hill, you bringing us on for this update, because things are moving in the right direction. As I stated, we're at 15 parts per billion now, which is right at the federal level, but we have a long way to go, which is why we're continuing to operate based on an abundance of caution, providing over 30,000 cases of bottled water per week. Residents are being paid to distribute. We're working with churches and nonprofits. And I don't know, you know, what you're hearing from others. You know, I'm not hearing that on the ground. So, you know, I'm coming on to give you the good news, and hopefully you'll invite me back once we have the problem solved in its totality.
Oh, absolutely. You're always welcome here, Mayor Muhammad. And for me, it's important to hear you say that 15 parts per billion isn't good enough, because just because the EPA says that that's the threshold for acceptable water doesn't mean that we want our people to be drinking any water, or our children bathing in any water, or our families cooking with any water that has 15 parts per billion of lead, when there are places in the state, places in the country where they would never allow their children to have any parts per billion of water. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the effort you're doing, and we'll be sure to have you back as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Mayor Muhammad. Everybody, we want you to join the conversation as well. Be sure to join the conversation by hitting our BNC Instagram and Twitter pages. Let us know how you feel. Also, visit our website, bnc.tv, and subscribe to our YouTube page to check out clips from the show.